Da-da! This is NeverDead. I'm Kev, and I'm here with Matt.
Hello.
Dan.
Hello, Kev.
Hello, Kev. I'm here with Tudor.
Hello, Dave.
And Alex.
Hello, Kev.
Hello.
Wait, this game isn't Tribes. I thought I was doing the Tribes Ramble View.
I'm afraid you missed out on that piece
What?
of genius.
I noticed
Oh.
that D in the title looks like an eye. Does that have something to do with it? Have anything special to do with this game?
There's an eye.
Well, the
It looked like a cat eye.
A weird. Well, he's got a weird cat eye, so I'm gonna guess that's where it came from.
Nah, it looks like he's got eye herpes. Is what he's got.
Is that your professional opinion?
It is, my friend. He has. Oh, you can get eye herpes.
I'm aware. I'm recovering.
He's immortal, so he's not really afraid of sexually transmitted optic diseases.
Well, you should be, because you can have herpes forever.
Yeah, herpes does never go away. It will always come back to haunt you. Forever you shall be reminded of that holiday in Thailand with the ladyboys.
And how old's this guy now? How long's he been remembering these awful, awful things?
He's 407
Oh god, that's a lot of bad memories.
and has a very, very sore wedding vegetable problem.
Just the one.
Yeah, well, you know. So, what the devil is going on here then, Kev?
Good question. I don't think the developers even know that.
Devil's a very good word to use because the first thing this screams to me is a little bit Devil May Cry.
Well, it's Japanese. So yeah.
I've made my point. I'm done.
Alright, so this guy's immortal.
Right.
Good for him.
There's no explanation at this point as to why he's immortal. He used to be a very proper English knight. Now he's an American drunk who's immortal in present day.
Splendid.
And he can't die, so the only way you can die in this game is by your companion dying. Because she's mortal.
Okay.
So it's one long escort mission.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Which is
Fantastic. 5 out of 5 barrels.
There is actually another way for you to technically not die but still lose the ability to carry on. In which once alright, this is where it gets crazy. Once you're ahead, you can get swallowed up by a very specific type of...
Whoa, once you're ahead as is in front of something, or you're actually ahead.
No, you're actually ahead. Right, this is going to get crazy. So, your character can, whenever he takes damage, loses limbs. And then you just roll around with whatever limbs are left.
So basically the herpes spreads throughout your body and bits of you fall off.
Yeah, it's herp leprosy.
So So you said he was a knight. Is he the Monty Python Black Knight? Ah, 'tis but a scratch then. Because that's
absolutely
basically where
is.
you're taking this character from.
No, that's a perfect analogy.
There
Oh
we
my
go,
god,
thank you.
Aardvark of Doom! Aardvark of Doom! Run away from the Aardvark of Doom!
Alright, so he wields dual guns. You can change the guns as you choose throughout the game. And he also has a sword that you
Devil
pull
May
out.
Cry.
The thing I like about the sword is you don't just smash a button to do it. You hold down a trigger, the left trigger, and that puts him into his swordplay stance. And then as you move the right stick, he moves it in different directions. Not the
that's
direction
quite
you
good.
point the stick in.
Are
So
you
you can
fighting a narwhal?
It does kind of look like it.
So it's a bit like with the Fight Night idea, where kind of the sticks controlled where your fist went, but obviously this with the sword.
Yeah.
That's quite... I always quite like that mechanic.
Yeah, it's good. And you can hold the other trigger in and that activates the blocking stance. There you go, I've got one leg now, so I'm just hopping around.
You look like you're running pretty well for a guy with one leg.
Yeah, he's still pretty
He's
quick.
got his hop on.
He's actually using his third herpes-ridden leg to stand up. That's what he's doing.
How does controlling with a stick work for controlling the camera, though?
You can't control the camera once you're in the stance.
5 barrels.
Why has it got a glowing butt? Why is its arsehole glowing?
It's the obvious weak point. Come on, it's a boss. What do you expect?
Yep.
My arsehole doesn't glow. Actually, I wouldn't know. I've never seen my arsehole in person. But I would hope it didn't glow. That would be
I
a
think
bad thing.
For journalism, I think you actually have to get a mirror out. I think.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's
Right,
a
so now I've
shiny
got no
rear
arms.
end!
So
Brilliant!
I've got no arms, but I can still go around headbutting and kicking things.
Nice.
You know, you're not very good at this.
Oh, now you're ahead.
Oh, you should have quit while you're ahead. Bum.
And now it's
Hey!
Katamari Damacy.
These things that act like vacuums will try and trap your limbs, including your head. So there, I missed that. So now I'm going to get infinitely digested for the rest of time.
Wow. So we're only 5 minutes in and you've already failed.
Oh yeah,
You failed in a
easy.
game where your character is immortal.
Yes.
Good. That is a particularly
Yes.
epic fail. Oh, by the way, can you see its shiny rear end, Kev?
Yep.
Right there. So that also that has butt herpes. So you've got eye herpes. That's got butt herpes.
They are a similar colour, so yeah, it works.
But you've got to give it away. If there's one thing I've learned about herpes over the years, you've got to share.
NeverDead really is just one STD pamphlet into game form. This boss is taking a while. Oh,
Yeah.
it's because you just died, right?
You got-
Okay.
Perhaps you should invest in metal arms and metal legs, because these fleshy ones don't seem to be working out too well.
So can you like rejoin your? Awesome.
Oh, so you just reattach your head just by rolling
You can
over to your
reattach
body.
yourself,
Okay.
and if you combat roll over the different limbs that have already been severed, you can pick them back up as you roll.
I see.
Is this
that makes total sense still, but okay.
is this an instance of a mechanic sounding really great, but actually having to implement it like being like terrible for the gameplay?
No, it's actually really fun.
Because it seems like it could get in the way, really.
I was going to say,
Well,
this
yeah.
seems fun, seeing you lose your head and then have it swallowed and digested forever and ever and ever.
If you're actually good at it, it's probably a bit
Oh,
more
okay.
fun.
I mean, are there any points in the game where you have to purposefully lose your limbs in order
yeah.
to fit through a space?
Yeah, so a bit later on in the game, you actually gain the ability to rip your own head off and throw it. So
Is there a bowling mini game that you can use your own head?
there are a lot of puzzles where you have to go through air vents, but you can't fit into the little air vents. so
That
you have
head
to
is
just-
in an unfortunate position right there.
But
Yeah.
by the way, pro tip there, Kev, you were trying to attach your head to your crotch. That wouldn't work.
No, it does though. That's the ridiculous thing. When you go around as a head, you can actually pick up arms and legs without picking up your torso, and it's just like a flailing bunch of limbs on a rolling head.
So it's like
Normally,
Katamari Damacy.
Yeah, it's exactly.
NeverDead is Katamari Damacy, what you're saying.
Normally, you have to get some ribs taken out to connect your head to your crotch.
You can also, when that eyeball in the bottom right is completely orange, you can regenerate all of your limbs simultaneously just by holding in
I
a
was
stick.
just about to ask what that was.
It just takes a bit of time to recharge, though.
So is that meant to be like the representation of your herpetic eye?
Yes.
Ah, I wonder. I just thought Sauron was getting a look in for some reason. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That is one scary ass aardvark, isn't it?
I'm terrified of anything that shoots fire out of its ass.
Oh, you'd be terrified of me then.
Who says I wasn't already?
After a curry.
I was going to say that's where I was going.
Oh,
Same-
best
same
achievement
minds.
title ever.
Yo, I get that.
I see what they did there. So does your female companion give you other such amazing bits of advice as watch out for it running at you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God.
So she's Navi.
Where was she during that fight? Like,
Hanging about.
yeah, you weren't like pulling all the weight there.
Okay. This guy seems to have a lot of blades in him.
It's good to see
He's
Vamp
also an
from Metal
immortal.
Gear Solid 2 still earning a living.
Oh, I like how this guy leans. He's a leaner.
You killed another
Yeah, he's like Matthew McConaughey in any movie poster.
No. The herpes has gone to his brain. He can't balance. He's got brain herpes.
Is he Kano's half brother, effeminate half brother with that eye there?
I don't like him.
Just buy extra places to put knives. Don't stab yourself.
It's called a utility belt.
Yeah, I mean Batman had one. Don't you want to be like Batman?
Yeah, I got nicked in the scuffle.
Oh,
Yes.
such a Japanese place to have got
Yeah.
a random cut.
Notice how he's offering her some of his blood so as to further the metaphor of
It's got
STD.
herpes. Don't take
Gross.
the blood. Don't want the space herpes. I should really stop saying the word herpes at some point during the
Aren't,
Tramble
aren't
View.
space herpes better than regular herpes?
We'll talk about it next time you're ready.
No,
But-
worse.
No.
You're thinking worse.
Yeah.
Worse for the inflicted, at least.
He has
Space herpes aren't gravitationally attached.
He has a weird place where he puts his guns. When we come back into this, like he wears them on his back, like facing out. It seems like an odd nitpick, but it's really bothering me for some reason.
I'm glad
Like,
to see
you
we're
can't-
getting to the crux of the issue here with this
Yeah.
Ramble View.
They don't look easy to access. Like, You'll see what I mean. Hopefully,
Unless you kind
if this
of like
loading screen.
You know, like when you're pretending that someone's hugging you and you're crossing your own arms across your back. Perhaps
Always.
that's how he. That's how he likes
I
to...
do that all the time.
Yeah. Herpes.
I'm trying to do this movement now. It's not very comfortable. Oh, it's still no. Okay. Tell.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Yeah. There's no
Unless,
easy
of
way
course,
to pick.
I'm guessing he rips his own arms off, throws them behind him so he can pick up the guns, and then has to reattach his own arms. That would be the only easy way I could see to do that.
Do you know what? It fits into the fiction.
Yes, sir. Right away.
I guess, yeah. Any attempt to arm yourself is a juggling display. So, what's the plot like? Is it good?
It's ridiculous.
It's Japanese?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Bryce,
Okay.
it's absolutely bonkers.
So you're a demon hunter, go hunt demons.
concentrate
I haven't
kill.
got very far into it yet, but this guy used to hunt demons back in the Middle Ages as a knight.
He's
and then
walking like he's got piles.
Probably
And now we're
has.
back to STIs.
Yeah, no, a pile is not an STI.
Oh, whatever, close
Could
enough.
be.
Yeah, a
After
pile.
I'm
If
done.
you strain too hard, if you're trying too hard to crimp one off, you can give yourself piles. Why'd she do that?
Well,
Because he said something she didn't like.
and he's immortal, so why the hell not?
mission.
Can I just say yet again, Japanese
there's
voice
a-
acting or English voice acting in Japanese games never ceases to amaze me.
My eyes are going all over the place. There's too many glowy things.
Exit is blocked.
Oh yeah, that's how you gain experience, is these little red crystals, rather than killing things.
What do you need the experience for? To grow more limbs?
There's an abilities section where you can spend experience to buy new abilities, but you can only equip a certain... There you go.
There we go.
And you can only equip a certain amount of abilities at a time.
So you don't grow new limbs, you make your limbs bigger. Because I've seen some emails about that. So, I'm thinking about taking it up.
Growing your limbs. You still getting those penis enlargement emails, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Until it's classified as an additional limb, he won't stop.
You hear about that guy that injected silicon into his penis? That was
No.
Oh,
God, no.
So basically, every day he would get a syringe full of silicon and inject it right into his penis until it became a massive penis blob. And I recommend everybody Google it without safe search on, because it's fantastic. You should really see it. There was a documentary about him. He's pretty great.
Was there a reason why?
I think he just wanted to do it. I don't know. Do you need any more reason than that? Yeah.
Where did
I
he get
think-
the silicon from?
To be honest, that's not the question I'm asking more.
Is it from the PIP implants?
Yeah, I was about to say that the French sell silicon off cheap nowadays.
Yeah, but yeah, I say look it up, but I don't know if I necessarily recommend looking it up. What's this thing? What are those?
Okay, you lost your head.
Again, you're ahead of the game. It's alright, it's pretty harmless now.
Oh,
Hey!
barrels. Yeah.
I'll give him a leg up. Boom! Thank you!
Guys, red barrel,
3 strikes,
guys.
you're out, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
Red barrel there,
barrel.
guys.
Technically, it's a red and white barrel, but who's noticing?
That's been standard now. They have to distinguish it.
The way to do fire damage in this game is to set yourself on fire and then just run at things.
That's
So
pretty
you're
cool.
like a crash test dummy, pretty much.
Yeah. There's absolutely no reason to concern yourself. Like, if I'm next to an explosive barrel, I will blow up the explosive barrel despite being right next to it. Because the worst
Awesome.
it can do is sever my head. And
I
I'll
mean,
just run back to
how-
my body again.
I mean, how does it control her? It looks a little janky, I have to say, just looking at the video.
Yeah, it's a little janky, but it's not terrible. The worst part is when you're in sword mode and you can't control the camera anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks really enjoyable. At worst, it just seems odd. I could play this and enjoy it, I think.
These enemies look like a bad episode of Beetlejuice.
There's a lot of annoying tropes that come attached to this game, as with a lot of Japanese stuff like this, in that, like, these monster wounds are just, like, you'll get trapped in an area and then monsters will spawn until you take out the spawner and you've cleared the area of enemies.
Well, Kev, that is just fantastic gameplay.
I love clown cars. I can never have enough of them.
That being said, like, between the combat being reasonably, like, hectic and fun, and the fact that it's always hilarious whenever your limbs get separated and you have to run around with just a head and an arm, I actually get quite a lot of enjoyment out of this game. I don't think it's good, but there's a lot of fun to be had.
It just seems like a good rental. Is that what you would classify it as?
Yeah, definitely. Or wait until it's like a tenner.
Are those enemies
project.
disintegrating into bats? Are they like little bats flying off of their bodies as they die?
I don't think so.
We'll find out.
But I have to say, it doesn't look like it has the finesse on the game mechanics that, say, Devil May Cry does. Because although Devil May Cry and Bayonetta are really kind of twitch reflexy games, they've got really solid mechanics backing them up. Whereas this just looks like it's throwing a bajillion enemies at you for the sake of it, rather than thinking about how playable it might be.
Yeah, well, this is Konami, so
Yeah. They have a
if it
track
was made by
record.
Capcom, you'd expect a higher caliber of game mechanics in the background, but yeah.
I've played the Azura's Wrath demo. I don't know if that's true.
Okay, fair.
You want to talk about that for a little while?
I haven't actually played it.
Oh, you should. It's something. It explains totally to me why they didn't outwardly put an opinion on Sopa, because I feel like you could play that game just by watching a YouTube video of it. It's, yeah. But that's not this game.
No. So, is there any good reason why he was in English Knight? When was he in English Knight? Tell me about
Back
that.
in the Middle Ages or something.
Wait, no, he just put his guns back. That wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, that's...
It's really bothering me.
I'm doing
and
it
it's
right
petty.
now, and it's not working.
No.
So, do you have the option to buy stuff from a store using your limbs? Like, for example, something could cost you an arm and a leg.
Oh, jeez.
What?
You really went there, didn't you?
What?
You wrote that down before we started, right?
No, I genuinely thought we were doing tribes, so I was very confused.
Any more leg jokes from you, and I'm going to be hopping mad, Dan.
Oh, wow. Are there any similarities between this and Tribes?
Yeah, so in a bit you get to go skiing.
Good, okay.
Right. Do you use your arms as skis because you're that double hard?
Yeah, you just rip your arms off and then attach them to your feet.
That would be awesome if it was the case, though. I'm already finding the female companion quite annoying.
Yeah, she is. I see no reason for her to actually exist other than it's basically a life bar.
But why would you, like, the
How is she
the
alive?
conceit is that...
She's never around. I haven't seen her once in the
Yeah.
actual gameplay.
Well, she's actually down at the moment, so unless I get over there and
okay.
revive her, then
Perhaps
she
it's
dies
better
and I
she's
lose.
not around then.
Yeah, when the core conceit is that you're immortal, like, play with that. Have that be part of the game. Don't contrive a reason to give suspense. Make it like a cool power fantasy. Like, everyone knows that escort missions are terrible. Why would you program that into a game?
and make it the whole of the game.
Yeah, it's an odd inclusion.
Well, I guess because if your character is immortal through the entire game with no kind of hook like that, then it's like, well, what's the point?
That's not. That doesn't seem like an issue to me. Like, play with that. Have cool stuff happens with you being immortal.
She
I
doesn't
don't necessarily
do
need
anything
challenge.
whatsoever in this. She doesn't do anything for you apart from go down and die.
Hey-o.
Nice.
Shut up, you.
Yep, she gives you herpes and.
Yeah. Get herpes in your eye. Yeah.
I was just thinking, obviously, we had Enslaved that had a similar sort of thing where, obviously, your main character had to look after the girl, and if she died, then so did you. But
Trip had a point of being in there. She
yeah,
conferred
exactly. That's what I'm
gameplay benefits.
saying. It could have been similar to that. You know, she could have
Enslaved
had
was
a
also
point.
excellently written.
Yeah, it's true. And excellently mocapped, and excellently animated and drawn, and...
Sorry,
you know,
I forget we're trying to compare games to good games. And it's not going to work.
well, everybody should play Enslaved
Yeah,
instead.
it's a great game. Never got the attention it deserved, that game. It's a
No.
brilliant
Yeah.
game.
I don't even understand why. It was fantastic.
We need to stop talking about Enslaved or else I'm going to get really sad because I like that game a lot.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, your arms just came back out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was the instant regeneration.
What recharges the growy back eye?
I think it's just a time-based thing.
Okay.
Also herpes.
Oh,
So here's the part where you get to detach your own head and just bling it.
nice.
Hey.
Nice, do it. Rip your head off.
Here we go. Off we go.
Morning.
That's pretty cool.
That is quite awesome. You see, if that was like in more of a puzzle mechanic, that would be quite a cool thing. Like what you were saying, Matt, earlier about, you could have actually just had fun with that as a game mechanic rather than farting about with a fucking escort mission. Sorry, you'll have to bleep that. My apologies.
Oh, how the hell did you just jump with your head? Did you just jump with your head?
He's got strong neck muscles.
Oh, I thought he just stuck out his tongue, but
Oh, that's really cool.
just hopped
There's a
up.
lot. There's a lot about this that I really like, but
It's completely dumb. That's why I like it.
I have to say, though, I've got a feeling it's a game that I will probably find quite fun for like an hour, but then I think I would start getting annoyed with it.
I think I've put maybe an hour or maybe an hour and a half into it so far, and it's still pretty fun.
I don't know, it just kind of seems all style and no substance a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Well, so,
You know
of what
what?
we've seen so far, yeah.
I don't know why this bothered me.
Wait, hold on. We need to stop. Did he say rollin'? Was that a Limp Bizkit reference?
Don't know about that, but he does make a lot of stupid jokes about his ability to lose limbs.
Are
we,
they even crapper than my jokes about losing limbs?
They're possibly worse.
Oh my god. That just looks like...
swallowed.
This is making me really think about the idea of consciousness, because if he's immortal and he's able to only die if his head is taken away, is that where your consciousness lives? Let's have a real
Well, that's where your
philosophical
brain
debate.
lives, which is
Okay,
where
yeah,
consciousness
but-
exists.
But
If
he's
he doesn't
immortal.
die,
Yeah.
when his head gets swallowed, it just indicates that he's going to get digested for all eternity within that monster.
Nom nom nom. But would his head ever get digested if it was truly immortal? Therefore,
yeah.
would it be like a never-ending snack for the
Well, he'd
monster?
just be stuck in there, yeah.
And the monster would live forever.
I guess so.
Oh, never
yeah.
need a
If the
meal
head
ever
can't
again.
be digested, how can he lose his limbs? Because surely the rest of his body would be able to withstand that sort of punishment.
You know, guys, I think we're thinking way too hard about this.
Actually, that is a good point, sir.
Yeah.
That is an excellent
Well made.
point.
Or are we doing the job that Konami didn't do?
We're writing the plot to NeverDead 2 here.
Konami, if you're listening, my forwarding address is...
So let's back up even further. For some reason, it bothers me that his head was able to pick up handgun ammo without having anywhere to store it.
He has a mouth.
Like,
Imagine,
He has ears.
imagine if it was Chuck Norris's head, okay? Chuck Norris's head
continue.
would be able to do all of these things, including swallowing magnum ammo for use later on.
See,
What he does, he just swallows it
that,
when he rejoins his body.
that
rejoins his
Chuck
body and
Norris
plucks it out
joke
his
is
butt.
old, is because Chuck Norris is really old. That's, those jokes don't work anymore.
we were having this conversation the other day, actually, about like the lifespan that memes have now. About like how Arrow in the Knee took all of about 6 days to get old,
Yeah.
whereas Chuck Norris went on for ages. What's happened to internet culture that we're so easily able to get over things?
That looks
Because-
stupid, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
That looks brilliant.
I don't even want to talk
Can you
about the
shoot
thing we were
like
talking
that
about
or
now.
not?
No, I didn't have a gun at the time.
Your
Oh,
gun
that's
is in your
awesome.
hand.
Or do you reckon this mechanic was actually born out of balked ragdoll physics, and I thought, do you know what, sod it, we can't be asked to fix that, let's just make it a gameplay mechanic where your limbs fall off.
I hope so.
I think
If
that's
so, it
probably is
worked
more the
really
case.
well.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh, can I just say, he has
Rebels.
some horrible voice acting, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's a heavy Japanese game that's been translated, so that's to be expected.
Yeah, it's a bit like with Soul Calibur 5. The first thing I did was turn off the English voiceovers.
Who is that? Who is that voice actor, by the way? Is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it's known at all.
That was going to be my next question.
So, anyway then, Kev, so this is available on, presumably, Xbox 360, PS3, and...
PC.
I think that's it.
She's
Is it not on
moonwalking.
PC?
I don't believe it's on PC now.
Yeah.
And is it available now?
It is available now. So
So
go out and
maybe
don't necessarily buy it, but think about it hard.
Yeah.
Maybe set aside a tenner to get it eventually.
Borrow it from a friend.
Can I
who's
just
stupid
say
enough
that
to
is
buy
some
it.
Steal it
awesome
from a
AI
store.
pathfinding logic right there on that girl.
Yeah.
She's just
Anyway,
moonwalking
we'll leave it
on
at
the
that.
spot.
So that was NeverDead. Thanks for watching, guys.
Can you overlay
Later.
some Michael Jackson over this, please?
And does this game cost more or less than an arm and a leg?
Goodbye,
We're
everyone.
leaving it there. Bye.
Taxi! Taxi!